But on the question of what message I would give to either the Harris or the Trump administration, it's a very simple message. I would say, watch out for the new CIA. And CIA is not the Central Intelligence Agency. CIA is China, India, and ASEAN. Why China, India, and ASEAN? Because the total population of China, India, and ASEAN, if you add up 1.4 plus like 700, it's come to 3.5 billion people. Out of this 3.5 billion people, in the year 2000, only 150 million people were enjoying middle-class living standards. So customers for your products, 150 million out of 3.5 billion. By 2020, in 20 years, that number increased 10 times, from 150 million to 1.5 billion. By 2030, this is World Bank statistics, that number is going to go up to 2.5 to 3 billion. There's nowhere else in the world can you get 2.5 to 3 billion potential customers with disposable income to buy your kind of products. So clearly, it's in the interest of the United States to ensure that it is part of this growth story. And the amazing thing is that the United States has been a part of this great growth story in Southeast Asia, in East Asia, and including in China and India too. So it's a matter of giving priority to these areas. And I would say the one delicate point I'm going to make, it's a bit delicate, excuse me. For whatever reason, since the Cold War ended, so many American administrations have been preoccupied or bogged down by wars and conflicts. Whether it's in the Middle East, whether it's, Iraq, and so on and so forth. Maybe the time has come for the United States to press the pause button on conflicts and wars and say, okay, done enough of that. Let me now focus on, engaging the world on the other side of the ledger, focusing on integrating economically with the rising parts of the world economy, and make that the number one priority. Because at the end of the day, I mentioned leadership. Leaders like us only have 24 hours a day. And if you're going to spend 16 to 17 hours worrying about this war going on, that war going on, you don't have the time and energy to focus on your real long-term priorities. And the real long-term priority is to stay engaged with the positive side of the ledger. And on the positive side of the ledger, there are tremendous opportunities in this area. But if you get involved in wars, you get distracted, and you're not part of the growth story. And that will be missing a great opportunity.